Hi, I'm Polly Jean Harrison with the FinTech Times, and I'm here at Innovate Finance Global Summit. Would you introduce yourself for us, please?
Thank you. Yes, I'm Hayley. I'm the Head of Product at ClearBank.
Fantastic. And how are you enjoying the event so far?
Yeah, it's been a brilliant event actually, some really good sessions. Looking forward to, we've got another ClearBank panel session later today that I'm really looking forward to watching my colleague at. Yeah, it's going to be a good day.
Fantastic. It's a very beautiful venue, isn't it? It's
very beautiful,
stunning.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get right down to it. What are the major trends we're seeing in FinTech currently?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's been a few trends over the last couple of years that are really starting to play out more and more now. So obviously open banking's been around for a few years and we're starting to see that really pick up in terms of volume, but also the way in which it drives forward innovation and change. And I think to sort of talk about things that have been coming out a lot in panel sessions today, embedded finance, embedded banking is becoming more and more of a hot topic, not just as a whole ecosystem, but in terms of individual segments of it and how it can really empower players in the market and the ultimate end user, really.
Yeah, it's really interesting you mentioned embedded finance, because I feel like it's literally all I've heard people talk about today. Just
it's
everything.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's insane. Anyway, so what are some of the key drivers of innovation then in FinTech?
So I think lending to what I mentioned about open banking, legislation, regulation tends to be a main driver in terms of enabling. And what we're now seeing off the back of that is how it's starting to play out. I do think that ultimately the end user is at the heart of everything that's being driven from an innovation perspective, but really it's a case of ensuring that we've got this ecosystem that allows people to really benefit from integrated financial services and payments becoming borderless, if you will, really removing those boundaries, making it easier to send money globally and also to safely and securely transact and enable people to send payments.
Fantastic. And how much does consumer demand affect things?
Oh, hugely, yeah, absolutely. So I think a lot of what's happened with the regulations that have come into play over the last few years have been driven obviously with the consumer at heart and in mind, and rightly so. And from my perspective, even ClearBank having a customer base that doesn't actually serve retail or consumers, we do have that at the heart of our product innovation in terms of the financial services partners and EMIs that we partner with today to provide our payment services to. What are we enabling in the market? So for example, we have built and delivered our own confirmation of payee solution that is in line with the Pay UK guidelines, and we're part of the Pay UK confirmation of payee ecosystem, but we're really driving forward change to ensure that those smaller financial institutions are able to offer that kind of service to really mitigate fraud risk and that kind of stuff in the market for those end users that are currently underserved at the moment.
Fantastic. And then in your opinion, what are some of the challenges that are facing the industry currently?
That's a good question. In terms of challenges, I think you're seeing a lot of people look at what space is really their sweet spot and what solutions they're providing to market. And what we're going to probably see is a lot more partnerships forming off the back of it, people choosing to partner with providers that are specialists in areas to allow them to focus more on their subject matter expertise or their unique selling point. And that can be challenging in terms of time to get to the right partnership, choosing the provider that you're going to partner with to ensure that you get the level of service you need for your customers. It's important to get those partnerships right to make sure that you can maintain the relationship for your customers ultimately.
Amazing. Well, thank you so much for your time today.
Thank you very much.